Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth. This is EJ Joyful Plans, and today we are planning social media. We are doing a social media spread for the last week of December, beginning of January, in a dashboard layout. Now this is a printable dashboard layout from Squared Plans on Etsy. She's awesome, you guys. So obviously, if you're watching this video, you have been watching planner related content, and Squared Plans is a great account to follow if you aren't doing so already. She has really great, super neutral, undated and dated printables in her Etsy shop, and that's what we're going to use for social media this week. So my plan is to use the Botanical stickers, the Wild Styled stickers. I mean, look at these. I feel like these were made to be married. They are so just in the same vibes. I think this might have gold accents. This one might have rose gold, but I actually think I'm going to try to steer clear of foils for this particular layout, but we'll see. So we're going to use these two guys, and then per the usual, I will probably grab a colorful stickers. Oh my Lanta, you guys. It's going to be one of them days. Colorful boxes sticker book. So let's plan. All right, guys, let's get down to business. I'm going to try to explain what I'm doing minimally because I want to talk more about my methodology with social media tracking in this planner for 2021. So what I'm doing is, for those of us who do social media or active on social media and are specifically in the planner community, you know that you don't just plan a spread, take a picture, and put it on Instagram. You can do that, but if you're really intense and over the top like I am, there are multiple phases that a layout goes through before it ends up being posted publicly. You plan the page, you take a picture of the page, you edit the page, you have to write a description, right, for the Instagram post, and you put it live. That's what, 4 or 5 steps that go into one layout, one weekly layout ending up on Instagram. That's a lot of steps. And oftentimes those of us who are super active in the planner community, we have multiple layouts that we do every week, and they all go through that 4 or 5 step process. So my thought was, let's have one row for one weekly layout, and then just some check boxes as they enter each phase of migrating from a blank piece of paper to Instagram. So that's what I did on that left side, top left. The right side, top right, is where I will be doing the same thing, but for a YouTube video, from planning to editing to voiceover, all those things. So we'll go through that a little bit more later once I actually start labeling things, but let's get down to the decorating. The box that I put kind of in the center, the horizontal box, that will be a key for the items that I put on the right side of the layout. And I dropped down the best year ever sticker for some decor because this has the first few days of January in it. So of course I had to do something that would honor the new year, and I am a big balance person, so if I put a box like that in the lower left, I must put one in the upper right, and that's what that Just Be Kind sticker is. So now I am doing a bit of a drop shadow box. I don't know if that's a thing, but I thought of a drop shadow and thought I would basically make a box super big like a drop shadow. This is for where I'm going to track stats for the week. So this is literally just, I love data. So it's going to have my follower count, it's going to have subscription accounts, it's going to have the top posts, which ones did the best. And eventually, after I've finished filming, I do add the top shares and saves, because I like knowing that stuff. I'm a big data person. I like to know what people are paying attention to, what is doing well, and that lower box is going to be where I track the data. And I'm a big drop shadow fan, so I use the gold Mildliner to kind of highlight those boxes so it looks more 3-dimensional. I felt like the spread needed more florals, so man, the Botanicals book is so good, you guys. It's so beautiful. So I grabbed these kind of moody, they're not washi strips, but they're strips of the florals. And I use them to kind of add a little zhuzh on top of the boxes. See, she's looking cute. I do the same thing on the that upper section or the top line. And I love that. I love it's they're such subtle flowers. They're like super bold, but also very, very subtle and delicate. And I like that connects the two pages back together again. Okay, so the Joy sticker is going on. I did pick up a sticker from Wild Styled. And let me tell you, that sticker doesn't stay. This truly is a one sticker book spread. It says Dream Big, Darling, and eventually you see me take it off because it just wasn't matching and I didn't need it. So you can just ignore this section. All right, guys, so now we're gonna get to the fun part, and this is how I'm going to work this top section. So for the left side, I'm gonna put my posts or my weekly layouts, and I want checkboxes for plan, picture, preview, and post. For the next section, I want to track videos. So I've got film, edit, voiceover, thumbnail, upload, and going live. So it seems complicated, and that's because it is. There are multiple steps that each post, each video goes through. And so it's really, for me, important to stay organized and to remember where I last left off on a spread or a video. And so having little check boxes for each phase is really going to help me stay organized and on track. So I realized pretty quickly that I don't need that big of a section for my videos. So I did erase half of the rows, and I used the Frixon pen to begin with. So definitely get yourself one of the Frixon pens, because having a pen that is good at erasing is so important. It's the best thing ever. So I do that, and this actually worked out great because I didn't have a section for ideas, and this basically gave me more writing space. So I'm glad that I cut the YouTube section off. So again, the left side is going to be for my posts, which is basically my spreads. And then the right side will be for videos. Then I'll put my ideas in that box, and the other horizontal box will be a key for my little icons that I will put on the days of the week. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's looking good, guys. We're getting somewhere. We are getting somewhere. So these are social media icons that I purchased from Brooklyn's Sweets Sticker Shop. They are the smallest social media icons that I have ever seen, and I love them. They're so minimalist. I love that I don't have to write down Instagram and YouTube. It's perfect. They're super teeny tiny. And I think I already said this, but again, this lower section will be where I track data, like the top posts of the week, top shares of the week, the top saves of the week, and the number of follows or subscribers. So I moved to the right side of the page, or the right side of the layout, to start putting in items that will be on the key. I'm going to use the gold dot for my posts. So if I post on Instagram, it will get written down next to the gold dot, which I am just circling to make it stand out a little bit more with a Sarasa dry pen. I love this pen. It's such a good pen. Now I am taking a Tombow gray pen, doing a swatch of color, and then I go back through and I draw an arrow. I don't know why I do it for my morning musings and for my stories, but I just like doing the arrow, maybe because it looks like an action, maybe. So anytime I do something on my stories or my morning musings, I will write it next to the arrow. And that's just a good way for me to track what I said so that I follow up with it again the next day if necessary. And then I grabbed a Crayola Supertip in this kind of dusty pink color, and that is going to be a little square that I'll put on the day of the week that I post a YouTube video. Love it. We are getting organized, you guys. Super duper organized. Now, I normally don't mind if decorative boxes go over lines, but it just didn't look cute and it wasn't necessary. So I do end up cutting that off. Because more is more. More room is good. I think that this particular layout just needs a lot of writing space. And so I want to salvage some of that if I can. Ooh, look at that cute border. I love it. I'm adding the days of the week, which off camera I do change later because I noticed that this was a Sunday start after the fact, and I'm a Monday start kind of gal. So that does get changed, and so do the days up at the top. Because we're a Monday through Sunday family up in here. So now I am just creating more clear sections, and immediately when planning or when setting up the spread, I just did top posts and follows and subscribers, but I do end up writing in the shares and saves as well. I just like knowing this stuff. I think it's fascinating. I add an asterisk in the key for highlights. Anything cool that happens that I want to highlight, I will do that on the day of the week that the event occurs. We're looking good, but now we're getting to the point that I realize I hate the wild style sticker. Here's my tip of the day. If there's something about the spread that you don't like, just take it off. If you waste a sticker, you waste a sticker. I would rather waste a sticker than be looking at something for a week that drives me bananas. And that sticker was going to drive me bananas. So I ended up pulling that sticker off and making my own custom box around the word joy. And this really highlighted to me that in this particular layout for this particular function of social media planning and tracking, I want to use my own boxes. I just want to draw my own Bujo style boxes. It's going to be better than trying to use colorful boxes. For me personally, personal opinion, personal preference. So this is it, guys. I think this is the final spread. What do you think? I think it's super cute. If you have any questions about social media planning, I'm no expert, but I would be happy to help. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is ejjoyful_plans. And until next time, guys, God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. And I will see you in the next video.